Is out there with Lee. Then it's Wiggins. And there's Chris. And it's Green in a power forward. Now Curry. And the pass to Chris. Back to Curry. Outside Green. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
I think you pay the consequences if you leave Draymond Green's teammates open. He has a knack for getting the basketball where it needs to be.
Pass to Morris. The dish now to George. Shoots from the high post. No good there. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Denver.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd. Boy, you think back to the quadriceps injury that derailed almost all of the 2018 season for Kawhi Leonard. I'll tell you, he is back to peak form and reminding us that he is elite on both the offensive and defensive ends.
First free throw is good. And you talk about the best two-way player in the NBA. I think a lot of people, Doris, would put Kawhi Leonard at the top of that list.
Let's remember, Kawhi's a former Defensive Player of the Year, averaging over 25 points a game for a season. He doesn't necessarily wow you with his eye-popping athleticism, but the reality is this: Kawhi Leonard is a multi-time champion.
Leonard hits them both. And the Raptors went all in trading for Kawhi Leonard last season, Doris. Great talent surrounding him in Toronto, but this past summer, he decided to move on.
But, Kevin, a championship makes the gamble worthwhile if you were Toronto. For Kawhi, any team he plays on is going to have a chance to win. And now this young man, a champion, starts a new chapter.
Wiggins, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the officials call traveling violation. Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lee outside. Back to Curry. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Fires the three. The Clippers grab the miss. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. George passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Leonard on the wing. Over Wiggins. Leonard, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Curry kicks to Wiggins. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he makes that one. Chris has got his second bucket of the night.
Kev, that's getting great lift on the jumper, and Chris really hard to challenge from the mid-range.
Beverly finds Zubats. Outside, George. Pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. George with the bounce pass. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
At the elbow, it's George over Lee. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverly.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
Wiggins dishes to Lee. To the middle. Here's Chris. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Chris pass to Lee. Green kicks to Curry. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good.
Well, we know Steph Curry has a ton of fun on the court because he can score from virtually anywhere. But that floater is a must-have tool in the toolbox.
Now, here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. They now take the lead.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Golden State moving it around. Curry looking around. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Wiggins has got his second bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Leonard on the wing. Wide open. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
You know, you try to establish consistent substitution patterns. It helps you stay in a rhythm, and they had to go to their bench much too early.
Here's Curry. Paul George making his last shot. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. A 3-ball. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
When a player is in his range as soon as he steps across the half-court line, that's almost impossible to check. Welcome, Mr. Curry, to the 3-party.
Now here's Leonard. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
Yeah, it's so fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams, what these individual players could be like.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Andriy Shamet comes in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Now here's Williams. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And it's Wiggins missing. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Shamet on the wing, guarded by Green. Leonard draws the double. Williams outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight. Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
The first one falls. And with Wiggins, Doris, and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background when his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Poole. Shamet with the steal. Jackson in the corner. Yes, that goes in. And the Clippers lead by 5. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Guarded by Jackson. Now the pass to Poole. Clock at 6. Shamet with the steal. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He dishes it to Williams. Pass to Green. 4 on the clock. Jackson. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Simula. He's covered by Shamet. Out to the wing. Poole, no good. Clippers leading by 5. Shamet with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And as Harrell missing, the Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Golden State moving the ball around. He's covered by Shamet. They need this one. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And here is Williams. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. .130 left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Pascal. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. And that one hits back iron. The Clippers in the lead. Now, here's Shamet. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Williams. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Simula. He's defended by Harrell. Great D that time from Harrell. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Shamet, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
First one falls for him.
Boy, how about the Warriors enjoying this beautiful new arena, the Chase Center? What an incredible amount of work went into getting this built, and that was before they even broke ground, guys.
Good on both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
He's covered by Shamet. Pascal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson passes to Harrell. Outside Jackson. Pass to Williams. There's the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The offensive rebound. And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
It's a tie game in San Francisco. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Notching a 50, 40, 90% season is a rare feat indeed. And Steph Curry, one of the few who have done it, talked about that challenge.
The field goal percentage as a whole is the toughest one. You're going to have some open shots, you're going to have some tough shots, but having that level of consistency and accuracy over the course of 82 games is unbelievably hard.
And consistent excellence certainly is the key. Curry brings it night in and night out.
And as tough as it is to hit those marks, he just seems to make it look easy.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Williams. High, arcing shot, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Shamet. Outside Williams. At the elbow, Green. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And it's Shamet missing. The Warriors trailing. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Golden State moving it around. Here's Pascal. And too long on the shot. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Lou Williams. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Harrell. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there. I'm sure if he had the chance to do that possession over again, he would not have taken the shot.
He gets that one. He's got 6 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's the pass to Beverly. Outside, Green. Jackson in the corner. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. But they get it back. Warriors shooting about 42% so far. To the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Green. Jackson up top. Chris with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. 17-foot shot on the way. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. In the corner, George with it. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
That's tipped. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Over Lee. George, no good. The Warriors lead it.
Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and Harrell slams it in.
Love the way Paul George shares the rock. Sometimes I think doesn't get enough credit for his ability as a distributor.
And Doris with George, and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. He gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you.
Now, here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Back to Harrell. Looking for George. He gets it there. Here's Jackson. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are 2 of the most complete, dominant two-way big men in today's game.
For the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Green, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Jackson. Here's Chris. His last outing, 16 points for him. Passes it to Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Thursday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And good that time.
Yeah, with those long strides, Andrew Wiggins so dangerous in transition.
Leonard against Curry. And it's Leonard missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Green's got his second basket of the game.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got 8.
Kevin, I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
Now here's Harrell. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Leonard on the wing, shoots, down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Beverly. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Zubats is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Wiggins against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Wiggins. That one rolling around and rims out.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Outside Curry. Wiggins outside. Fires it up. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Here's George. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Curry with the bounce pass. Wiggins against Leonard. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 10 points.
Well, the mid-range game right now on point for Andrew Wiggins, doing work.
Here's George. Green with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Clippers trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doris, you can't say enough about the defense of Paul George. I mean, he is absolutely terrific on that end of the floor.
That is in addition to being an all-NBA level offensive performer. So you think about what Paul George brings on the defensive end. The on-ball defense is incredible. He knows when to help off on drives. This guy is easily one of the best defenders at his position, if not the best.
Throw good, Paul George. Of course, you can't help but notice the teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the teams.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Back to Curry. Outside, Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. With the shot, Curry's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. Shoots a fader, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's 12 points for Andrew Wiggins.
I'll tell you, you can't put your head down after a tough first quarter. You've got to keep fighting, and now he's starting to roll.
Leonard, no luck.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Green kicks to Wiggins. Covered by Morris. Dishes it to Curry. Here's Poole. And no good that time. Excellent D there from George. Leonard the pass to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
First free throw is good. And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot doors becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Curry attacking. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. .135 left in the first half. Clock at 6. With the teardrop.
Well, Wiggins' raw athleticism is going to make him versatile enough to guard a number of positions.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Wiggins outside from past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Williams finds Zubac. Inside, here's Leonard. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
Pass to Wiggins. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williams with the ball. That shot, no good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions, off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've got Green, Lee out there with Curry, and there's Chris, and it's Wiggins in at small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. Here's Leonard, and that one's on target from the wing. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Feeds to Curry. Over George. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will come the other way. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Well, Kawhi Leonard from the restricted area. Turn the lights out.
Now here's Curry. Launches a 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Looking to get back on track here. Here's Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Draymond Green. His last 10 games, averaging about 4 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
That free throw, no good. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 18. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Curry outside. It's hauled in by George.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
And he banks in the layup. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Curry kicks to Green. Wiggins outside. Tipped away. Outside Leonard. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Chris with the bounce pass. Wiggins with it. Leonard picks him up. Wiggins kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 11 points.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now the pass to Leonard. And stolen by Wiggins. They get the rebound. Curry can't get it to go.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Zubac. On the wing, Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Curry passes to Lee. Chris kicks to Curry. Green dishes to Wiggins. Over Leonard. And it's Wiggins missing. Clippers leading by 10. Outside for George. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 11.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
Lee passes to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
George, no good.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Passes to Wiggins. Back to Curry from 12 feet out. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists tonight. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you. And you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. A different look for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Green comes in for Morris, and it's Jackson in for George. Now here's Beverly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And Leonard gets it to go.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Curry against Beverly. Smailagic. He's defended by Harrell. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Floats it up there for Harrell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Pass to Pascal. Over Green. Again, Golden State.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Los Angeles leading by 13. The pass to Leonard. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Curry against Beverly. Pass to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 3. Here's Pascal. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Here's Beverly. And Pascal pulls it down.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Curry's shot is off.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
The shot's good.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Smailagic. It's hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got 4 rebounds in this game. Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Let's take a moment to see which squads have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Clippers third.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Now here's Harrell. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Down low. Leonard, no luck. The Warriors shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. For the Clippers, Landry Shamet comes in for Green, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Poole the pass to Curry. And here's Wiggins. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Williams. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
One shot.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
He's covered by Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Timeout.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Timeout called the Warriors. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Chance here to look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. 5th in steals, 8th in scoring, And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
And here's Jackson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And the shot goes in.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Poole. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Outside Jackson. Here's Leonard. Warriors with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Passes it to Harrell. The kick out to Williams. And he drops it in from the low post. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Wiggins. 20 points for him. Curry passes to Poole. Shot clock at 6. The Warriors have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. 1:35 left in the third. Jackson passes to Williams. Pulls it from 20. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Poole. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Curry's shot is good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Williams. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Warriors trail by 13. And there's the pass to Poole. Wiggins from outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Williams passes to Harrell. Here's Shamet. Outside Williams. And Pascal pulls it down. Pascal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wiggins drives in.
But love the pace. Wiggins being super aggressive, initiating contact. Beautiful.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Off target with that shot. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they're winning the turf. And here are the Warriors now. 8-point game. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. Harrell is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Williams at the 1.
Well, the confidence that Steph Curry has, regardless of where he is on the floor. Yes, sir, I can score inside too, sir.
Now, here's Shamet. Outside, George. Now Williams. Back to Harrell. Shot clock at 5. Morris finds Harrell. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. George, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Green, the pass to Curry. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 29 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, more points on the board for Wiggins. How about this guy? This is a memorable night.
Outside, George. Outside, Williams. Over Curry. Williams gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Pass to Pascal. Back to Curry. Defended by George. To the paint. Here's Green. And the rejection by Harrell. There's the feed to Williams. And stolen by Wiggins. Passes it to Pascal. Excellent D there from George.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Harrell. Shamet with it. Lets it go from deep. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in. I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does, and that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
2 shots. Last on the first.
The first one falls. And with the way, Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry, it just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
Stephen Curry hits them both. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Here's Lee, following the score by Lou Williams. To the inside. Here's Chris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Shamet's got 4 rebounds now tonight. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Now here's Wiggins. He's covered by Shamet. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Andrew Wiggins. Here's Shamet, covered by Lee. Here's George. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Lee. Back to Curry. From deep, Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists here tonight.
Wow, we're accustomed to...
Curry comes in for Williams. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. This is still a close game, and he told us guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now, here's Zubac. Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
And it's Green missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Curry. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Curry finds Chris. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. LA has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Beverly, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Lee outside. Curry passes to Green. It's stolen by Morris. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Drains the jumper to finish the break. And the Clippers lead by 4.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Outside Curry. They double team Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Morris right side. 13 feet away. He can't get that one. And Golden State will come the other way. Lee passes to Chris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ball's knocked loose. Rocket 6. It's Curry outside. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shamet kicks to George. The dish to Beverly. Back to George. Morris outside. Unable to get that one. Wiggins with some nice D. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now here's Lee. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Chris, and he hits it to tie the game up.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
George passes to Zubac. Now here's Shamet. Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Here's Lee. Poked away. Kicks to Curry. Inside, 6 to shoot. Over Beverly. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Lee. Lee's got assist number 5 here tonight.
So hard to guard. Steph Curry, even when you're in his grill, taking away his airspace, he gets it off in time.
Now here's Beverly. 3-on-3. Curry finds Chris. Golden State moving the ball around. Lee passes to Wiggins. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal. The team's 3rd.
And here are the Warriors now. And the pass to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Chris. From deep 3-point range. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Clippers ball.
The Clippers trail. And Beverly kicks to George. To end the cold streak, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Chris throws it down.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Beverly up top, guarded by Curry. And that one's good. Beverly.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Beverly against Curry. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's George. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Curry against Beverly. Here's Lee. Green passes to Chris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Curry against Beverly. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 25 points.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Beverly looking around. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Lou Williams is checked in for the Clippers. Los Angeles calls timeout. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. The Warriors pull it in. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Green kicks to Lee. Passes to Curry. From deep three-point range, Morris with the rebound. And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. And it's denied.
Oh, the freak athleticism. Chris with the tools to be an elite rim protector.
41 seconds left in the fourth. Lee against Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Shoot two.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within two here. Leonard hits them both.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now, you have got to give Paul George so much respect. He's just amazing at drawing contact when he's shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Williams. Pulls it up. Oh, no good. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Shooting two.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're 6 seconds left in the game. Curry outside. Can't knock in the three. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to